The warning of General Threx. In the obsidian heart of the galactic citadel, where the Council of Worlds convened beneath the shimmering dome of a synthetic nebula, the silence was suffocating. General Threx of the Varnock Dominion stood alone before the High Tribunal. His once imperial armor was scorched, pitted with scars from battles that spanned a dozen star systems. One of his 4 arms hung limp, the nerves long severed. His one remaining eye burned, not with hatred, but with a fear so primal it gripped even the coldest of council members. "You summoned me," Threx growled, his voice metallic through the translator, "to give testimony. So listen. Listen well." The eldest of the council, a being of light and tendrils called Wyasnor, inclined its form. "You speak of humans. You say they must never be challenged again. Explain this irrational fear." "Irrational?" Threx snapped. "Do you think fear is irrational when you witness entire fleets swallowed by the void, not by technology, but by their will? Do you think fear is irrational when you see them tear apart empires with words sharper than plasma blades?" Whispers rippled through the chamber. Threx's mandibles twitched. "I was a conqueror. I led the invasion fleet to Earth. It was meant to be a brief, glorious campaign. Their planetary defenses were primitive. Their fleets outdated. We struck with overwhelming force. And still we lost." He raised a hand, fingers trembling. "You think humans are weak, divided, emotional. That is your first mistake. Let me tell you how they fight, not with ships, but with vengeance. Not with unity, but with chaos that eats order alive." He paused. "We bombed their cities, flattened their capitals. I watched as one of their children burned in a ruin, her eyes locked with mine through the viewport. I thought it was victory, but it was the spark." He turned, walking toward the galactic map projected before him. They responded not with peace talks, not with surrender, but with a Chang. The council stirred. Threx nodded. "Yes, that one. The man they call Chang One World, a former diplomat. You know his record. Peacekeeper, reformist, idealist." Threx's voice dropped low. "But when we slaughtered their civilians, when we massacred their children, something broke inside him. He united Earth with a fury I have never seen. He didn't just raise an army. He forged a singular species. Borders dissolved. Languages merged. Religions fell silent. One planet. One people. One vengeance." A massive screen lit behind him, playing historical footage. Human warships of brutal design plunging into alien territories like daggers. Artificial moons exploding. Varnock colonies burning. "We fought back," Threx whispered. "Oh, how we fought." But their strategies defied logic. They sacrificed their own. They hacked our neural nets with poetry. They used dead languages to write unbreakable codes. They weaponized grief. He touched the scar over his ruined eye. They reached our homeworld, not with bombs, with truth. They transmitted holos of our atrocities to our own citizens. They made our young weep, made them revolt. The Varnock Dominion collapsed, not from firepower, but from within. Threx turned slowly to the council. "You want to go to war with humans again? Do it. Send your fleets. Unleash your weapons. Burn their skies." He leaned forward. "But know this. If you touch Earth again, Chang will return." Silence. Heavy and infinite. Counselor Wyasnor's tendrils trembled. "You speak as though he is more than a man." Threx let out a low, bitter laugh. "He is. Chang One World is not just a leader. He is their soul forged in war. He is what happens when you force humanity to become what they fear most. You made him. We made him." Another counselor, insectoid and defiant, clicked. "Your fear clouds your judgment, General. We have advanced since then. Humanity is fractured once more. They are distracted. We can strike preemptively." Threx's voice dropped to a deadly whisper. "Strike them, and you will teach them unity again. Harm them, and you will remind them of what they were under Chang. They've forgotten the fire, yes, but it still burns under the ash. All they need is a spark." He turned to leave but stopped at the door. I once thought we were the apex of evolution, but I saw what humanity becomes when they have nothing left to lose. I saw the end of my people in the eyes of a child we burned. He faced the council one last time. You ask me for advice? I give it freely. Do not start a war with Earth, because you will not end it. They will. And with that, the last survivor of the Varnock Dominion limped into silence, leaving the Galactic Council to tremble beneath their stars.